Well, hello and welcome to a new old classic car video. Now, I've noticed on the 1953 Volvo, both front tyres appear to have a puncture, or at least a very slow puncture or a leak, possibly from the valve stem. So I've grabbed my trusty compressor and tyre inflator, a box of new old stock tyre and inner tube products, valve cores, valve caps, and a couple of little core removal tools. So let's go and have a look at these front tyres and just see where the air is going. I've got some water here, a little jar of water, so I need to check to see if there's any signs of leakage from that valve. See if I can get a bit of water in there. See if it bubbles up. Dig out my trusty jar of valve cores and other tyre related paraphernalia. Now, the original valve cap has this little spiky thing on the top, and that's designed to let you remove the valve core, so we should get an almighty rush of air in a moment. There we go, and that'll deflate the tyre. In the meantime, I'll have a look in my box of tricks and see if I've got any new valve cores. It certainly felt fairly tight, so I don't think it was loose or anything. Let's see what we've got in this box of tricks. Nothing in that one. I always buy these whenever I can find them. Valve caps, don't need any of those, so that sounds promising. So let's have a quick look in there. 4 new valve cores. Now fortunately you can change them, so I'll have to whiz this one out. Well, literally just unscrews out. You can see it's coming now. That's what it looks like. This one's coming out okay now. Now if this didn't work, or if I didn't have the valve cap with this particular type of top on it, I would have used one of these. This is a tool specially designed for tyre repairs, and that end is the end for going in here and doing that. There's another one somewhere as well. Anyway, it appears to be coming out using the valve cap, so that'll do. I'll just undo it. It's going to get noisy and windier. So that's in. I just need to tighten her up now. So not all tyre valve caps have the little fitting on the top. I mean, they can be a nightmare when you're washing the car and you catch yourself on them. They are pretty sharp, but what they mean is, it means you can do this on the side of the road if you need to. Let's have a look in a little jar of goodies again. So again, this is a different type. I'm not sure if it's a particular make, but there on the end, there, there's a little thingy for tightening it up again. So we can get in there and just nip it up. Let's just try it with this again. So that's pretty tight now. So let's put some air in and see up she goes again. Fortunately didn't go completely flat. But if you've ever had a puncture, or a soft tyre, or a slow puncture, it's always worth checking the valve core first, because it can save you having to go to the tyre shop and possibly having to replace the inner tube if you've got tubed tyres. In this case I'm hoping just to get away with changing the tyre valve. I mean, the tyres aren't the greatest, if I'm honest, and I should probably put some radials on this, but for now it'll do. Right, so that. Let's get some water on here. We'll see if it bubbles up again. Just nip it up. Next door's got his mower going. Fantastic. Right. And that one appears to have a slow leak on it as well, even though it's come out of the box. That one's leaking as well. We'll whip that one out and try again. I apologise for the noise. I'll switch the video off while he's going at it with his mower. And I'll report back in a minute when I've changed it again. Right, I've put a second replacement core in now. Let's just see what's going on. Apologies for the background noise, the grass is being cut and the field's being done next door as well. So I think that's okay now. No sign of it ballooning out, bubbling out. So I think that'll do. I'll just put a bit more in and then I'll go and check the other side, which I think's got a similar problem. Joy of joy. Right, let's have a look at the other side then. There's some of the tyre goodies. If you're getting close, it wasn't hissing away before, but I put some air in this one, and ever since, if you get in close, it appears to be leaking. So, time to whiz this one out as well. These, that's the original one that came out of the other side. This is the new old stock Schrader valve core, which had a very slight leak on it, and this is what came out of this, the driver's side. Much shorter design of valve core. Now I haven't got any of those short ones, so I'll just put another one of these Schrader type, which are in this tin over here. It seems to have gone in okay, so I just need to check it. I'll put some wind back in, well, I'll put a drop more in, and then we'll see if it leaks or not. Up and away. That's about 25 psi, which will do for the purposes of testing. So get the trusty jar of water again. It's looking okay now. There's no bubble of water coming up. It doesn't take much for a tyre to go down if there's just a constant leak of air, but there's no sign of leakage there, so fingers crossed we should be alright. We'll just fire up the compressor, get a little bit more air in it, top the tyre up, we should be done. But yeah, this kind of thing is really useful. Again, there's the little tyre repair tool, the valve core remover on the end there, and this end is for cleaning up the threads on the on the inner tube itself in case they've been damaged. So all in all, it's these are quite handy little tools. They turn up every now and again, so I always buy them again when I find them. And that's the other style that I've got. And the various tyre related goodies in here. Valve caps. These really long ones are off something pre-war. So we've got a different make of valve cores there, EHA, but mostly you come across a Schrader, the caps and the cores, and they seem pretty universal fitting from what I can tell, at least on cars of the 50s, 40s, 50s and 1960s. So all being well, there'll be no more air leaks on these tyres.